Good morning, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode. So today I'm going to be sharing some of the tips that I feel like are important when it comes to planning a trip. It can either be a solo trip or a trip with your friends. FYI, these tips are based on my personal experiences, and I can't really claim I'm a travel expert, but for the few times that I've planned my trips, I can say that I've learned a thing or two. So let's get to it. Before I even mention anything, well, you have to have money. Of course, we're not traveling for free. So that means you have to start saving prior to your trip, maybe a few months before or even a year. Once you've had the money saved up, we go to choosing the destination, which is the first thing. So when it comes to choosing the destination and you're not sure where you want to go, this becomes a little bit of a headache. If you have a big budget, then you're definitely spoiled for choice, but if your budget is limited, then it definitely means that you have limited options. Maybe make a list of all the places you'd want to go to and check your budget. Your budget is the most important thing. See if your budget can afford you going to any one of those places. The next thing is you definitely have to research about those places and see the kind of accommodation they have there. Will you be able to afford them? Also check the type of activities that are there. Are you able to afford those kind of activities? And also see if those activities align with your interests. For example, if you love the beach and the tropical weather, it wouldn't really be wise to pick a destination whereby you just mostly go to see museums and historical sites, because that means you won't have as much fun. Also, another thing is you have to check the weather, because you definitely do not want to travel during the rainy season, because that will definitely ruin your mood and probably ruin your whole vacation, because you'll maybe have to spend most of the time indoors, and you definitely do not want to spend most of your time indoors on a vacation. And also another thing is you have to decide, do you want to go during the peak season or the off-peak season? If you're going on a strict budget, it will be more advisable to go during the off-peak season, because that means that prices will not be as hiked as compared to the peak season. But if you have a big budget, then you should probably go during the peak season. Okay, so after you've picked your destination, the second most important thing is accommodation. Now, accommodation is a very huge part of planning your trip. Here you have to do thorough research and see the type of accommodation they have there. Is it hotels? Is it Airbnbs? Is it backpacking hostels? And see which one best suits your budget. Here you can just go online and browse and see the different kinds of maybe hotels or Airbnbs they have. There are even apps for Airbnbs that you can use. And when it comes to booking something online, make sure you check the ratings and the reviews, and also make sure you make phone calls to those people to confirm the type of facilities they have, and to confirm whether the rooms are available. I'm probably sure you've had some experiences of people saying that, oh yeah, I booked a hotel online or an Airbnb, but when they got there, the place looked very different from how it was portrayed in the internet. So it means you have to be very keen when it comes to booking something online. And the best option is, if you've had a friend who has traveled there, you can consult with them and see maybe the type of accommodation they have there. And I feel like that's the best way, because you'll be 100% sure of what to expect when you get there. So yeah, when it comes to accommodation, you have to be really keen. So once you have accommodation out of the way, the next thing is the form of transport you're going to use. Well, for example, if you're going to the coast, we have the plane, we have the train, we have the bus. So, check which one best suits your budget, but I definitely feel like the train is better than the bus when it comes to going to the coast. Because it's faster and it's also cheaper and it's more comfortable than by road. So, it depends on you. And one thing about when it comes to booking a ticket, make sure you always book beforehand, like a week or 2 weeks or even a month prior traveling. Never book a ticket on the exact day you're traveling, because you can either miss a ticket and that will definitely derail your whole vacation. You can also end up spending more money than you had if you had booked earlier. So always make sure you book your tickets beforehand. It's very important. So next thing is plan your itinerary beforehand. Before you go there, just go online and Google the best places to go in that area that you have chosen, and the best activities to do while there, because you do not want to reach your destination and then that's where you're like, oh yeah, what am I going to do here? And then you start being confused because you'll end up wasting time and spending a lot of energy on something you would have planned prior. So it's always important to know like what you're going to do there, because it will help you like place it in your budget. The last thing is you have to make sure you pack everything that you need. What I always do is like maybe a week prior, I write a list of all the things that I will need, so that maybe the next day if I remember something, I just add it to my list. I normally have like a sticky note on the wall whereby I write everything, so that I make sure I pack everything I need, because you do not want to go there and then you start remembering, oh yeah, I didn't pack an iron box. That will just be another thing you'll add into your budget that you hadn't planned for. Or maybe you go there, oh yeah, I didn't buy a bikini. I mean, that's crazy though. So make sure you always pack everything that you need, because it will save you on money. And maybe you might be going to a new place and you don't even know where to shop or where to best shop for something. But it will always save you a lot of headache to plan your packing beforehand. So that's all for today's video. I know it is a short video, but I hope that you have learned a thing or two about planning for a trip. So if you like the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.